Hi everyone, this is Victoria Violet coming to you. For those that are new, you are welcome. I do curse. Please forgive me. I am a work in progress. If you don't like tarot, please, this is mainly a tarot channel. Do not stay here. You will get hurt emotionally. Your ears, your eyes, your senses. Just find another channel. May God be with you. All right. For my cross watchers, you have been very naughty and I've had to do a lot of work on your behalf, and that's okay. But you owe me $100 million, remember? And you also have to subscribe and bring your buddies that cross watchers as well, and have them subscribe. That's the least you can do. You know, karma, reciprocate. Okay, so I went through my box of cards that are for sale, you know, for retail, and you know, I found my little one. I didn't even realize I had purchased one to sell. I forgot about it, and I don't know if you guys, I don't know if I have it in here, because I normally do. My box, I'm not sure, but the other one is the normal size. It's this size, and I found the little one. I was like, oh, I always want to do my readings, but those cards are a little bit bigger. But they have the same, they have the silver. I never show y'all on the other cards. That's my bad. So I just unboxed these, and I love them because they have the silver tip to them all the way around. They're beautiful, and it's called the Witch's Wisdom. And I normally use the big deck, but these are so tiny, they fit in my hand. I'm so happy about that. So when I saw them, when I went to get something out of my storage, I have this big old bag. It looks crazy, I know, but there's a bunch of decks in there that I haven't opened. One of them that I opened earlier, and it should be posted, is the Archangel Power cards that I just did a reading for you guys with earlier. So let's see what the Witch's Wisdom has to tell us. Let's see if there are any messages, long or short, that we can get from the Witch's Wisdom. What is coming, Spirit, please, and thank you. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Yeah, yada yada, is for entertainment purposes. But if you're like me, you really do think that, you know, tarot is for a reason. I love to use tarot because I like to make educated decisions. And so for me, I've, in the past, I don't have anybody now, but I go to master tarot readers like myself that I really do believe have a gift. And if I find people along the way, then I keep them for years, so that I can see that whatever I'm seeing for myself when I do my own tarot is actually what I'm supposed to be seeing, and not something that I actually am willing to happen, you know, because we have the ability to see. I want to make sure it's not just what I want to see. So for me, tarot is not just for entertainment. For me, tarot is for a purpose of making educated decisions, just like astronomy, you know, looking and gazing at the planets and seeing their alignment, etc. And one thing, people, I don't know if you know this about tarot, it's only my opinion, okay, but it's been my experience that at least 70% of what we tell you during the tarot readings is going to come to pass regardless. The other is more like a variable that in certain instances, you can change things to where it won't happen that way. And so let me give you a for example. If hypothetically I tell you that somebody's cheating on you, and you go home and I tell you you're going to end up in a divorce and XYZ, but don't, you know, this is between you and I, the reading I'm doing is private between you and I, don't go and tell this person, because if you go and tell them and confront them, you're going to get hurt. You may get hurt physically. And so then if you go home and you tell this person, I know you're cheating because this person told me you changed the dynamics, because maybe they were going to continue to cheat and they stopped cheating because they didn't want to get caught. Secondarily, they come confront the reader, because that's what normally happens, because a lot of times people don't know how to keep things under wraps because they become irate. And then the third thing that happens is that it changes the dynamics to where they know you're watching them now. So they won't do as much as they were going to do or intended to do, because they know you're watching them now. So things like that can change the reading a little bit, the outcome of the readings a little bit. But for the most part, the readings are the readings. The cards are the cards, and the cards. I always tell people, people lie, but my cards do not lie. I love my tools. My tools always tell the truth. Then y'all might not like it. I may not like it. When I get readings, I don't always like it, but I'd rather people not sugarcoat crap for me, because then they're just telling me what I think I want to hear. You know, what they think I want to hear, but not what I need to hear. Oh, you get the death card. Ooh, changes are coming. I love this deck, because look, they made it into the Halloween Samhain. So they made the death card into Samhain. I think that's so cool. There's a change coming. Oh, the herbal kitchen, the alchemist. So, again, guys, this is tarot. This is real tarot. So for those that are super duper Christian, please don't watch when I'm doing tarot that's mixed in with words that you don't like, because I give the real authentic tarot. I don't want to mince words, because then I'm not being authentic to myself. So the alchemist kitchen is the same thing as people who do herbal magic, working with herbs or things like that. Okay, so why I'm mentioning that is because I don't want to offend the people that watch me that do, you know, still practice, you know, because everybody's welcome here. I'm not a diehard Christian that I'm going to be here and be trying to judge people. Like I said before, and I guess I'll just have to say it until I'm no longer on YouTube land. I am not here as nobody's judge and jury. I am here to give tarot and to give, you know, uplifting messages. The only people I don't want around me or on this channel, and I won't know unless they post something negative, is Satanists and certain people like them. Other than that, everybody is welcome. Okay? There's a secret that's going to come out. There's a secret. There's a secret. It's about to come out. Oh, Lordy. Oh. The cycles of the moon are bringing it out. The cycles of the moon are bringing it out. So, did we just go into a new moon or a full moon? I've been working and doing my thing to a point to where I don't even know. Somebody want to post it? That's cool. If not, I'll post it in the comments or in the description what phase we're in. Because if I can't do it unless I stop the video, and I'm not about to do that. But something about the moon is bringing it out. I think we're in Capricorn full moon again or new moon again? Capricorn full moon again? I know it's Capricorn, but I don't remember if it's a full moon or a new moon. But the moon has something to do with this change, because we got the death card. Somebody may be performing magic because it came out. Whether you a cross watcher, etc., but it's bringing about a secret. It's bringing out a secret. The moon phase, the cycle of the moon is bringing out a secret, but the secret seems also to be one of an emotional type. Spirit and initiation. Spirit and initiation. So again, for those that practice magic, maybe you are, for those that practice magic, maybe you're doing a ritual for the moon. Initiation for me, why I said, oh my goodness, do Do I not know how to dress myself? They're telling me initiation as in a new beginning. Sorry, guys. Wardrobe malfunction. There's a new beginning. So twice over, because the death card is telling us there's a new beginning. And then the initiation card is saying the moon is activating and initiating a new beginning. So twice over. And that's funny because the reading I just did with the other deck also said that as well. You got 2 new beginnings on that one. There's a rebirth. I told you. There's a rebirth. So for some of you that do practice magic, I guess you're going to have the rebirth coming in February for you. Sorry, not February. In December. But for those that don't practice magic and don't care to hear any of that, something is giving like sprouting. Because think about what happens right after the winter happens. After winter's over, man, I'm tired all of a sudden. I was fine. I don't even have medicine in my body yet. As a matter of fact, I forgot to buy some. But yeah, something is being rebirthed. It's going to be like the way it is at the end of winter. The end of winter? Somebody must have an accent, huh? The end of winter, where spring is dawning and new things start sprouting, right? The new plants, or the rebudding of plants. It's bringing in a masculine. And it's funny enough because the Yule brings in the masculine, which is the god. The goddess goes to sleep, and Yule normally brings in the masculine aspects of God. So how extraordinary. There's going to be a rebirth. Something to do with the moon is going to cause a rebirth, and it's bringing in a masculine. I'm sorry for the feminines out there that don't want it to bring a masculine if you want a feminine, but maybe it's a feminine that has masculine attributes. But for our males, if you're not looking for a masculine, I'm sorry, but for right now, it's talking about, unless you have a female that's very masculine, you never know. It's going to bring stability, though. The relationship will have stability this time around. Perhaps the relationship didn't have stability the first time around. Did you try to maybe have a relationship, if you ever had one in the past with the same person? Oh, then that would be a repeat, right? That would be somebody coming from the past. If it's not somebody coming from the past and it's somebody new, I know I talk with my hands a lot. It's a part of being Latin. Forgive me. Y'all probably doing this to the card, trying to figure out what it looks like. If it's a person from the past, the relationship will now have stability when it did not have stability in the past. If it's a person that's coming that's brand spanking new, then you don't have to worry about it not having stability. It will indeed have stability. Okay, wow, that's the first time they mentioned a new person. Because remember, we've just been getting a repeat of the cross watcher. I don't know what's up with my collar today. I keep having to fix it. Okay, a couple more and then we're going to cut it short. Ritual invocation. A ritual or invocation. Let me see what's next. What did I tell you in the beginning? The herbalist, and even, oh my goodness, oh, that ties in so beautifully. So earlier, I just finished, I tried to upload a video. I'm gonna have to upload it in the morning because it's not taking, but the prayer of Jabez, I just mentioned the prayer of Jabez in the other video. Oh my God. Oh, I haven't even eaten dinner. And I'm over here yawning. I don't even know what the heck has come over me. The spirit of the Lord is just very calming, I guess. I don't know. But in the prayer of Jabez, we talked about prosperity and how the prayer is so small, so tiny, but it's talking about having prosperity and asking God for prosperity. And funny enough, this is intensification through the invocation, right? The ritual. And guys, again, for those that don't do magic, let's just use these words interchangeably because it's as it's written on the tarot deck. So a ritual, well, what is prayer? What is meditation? It's a daily ritual, right? And a prayer is a ritual. It's words that you let out to heaven, just like when in the Bible mentions lighting incense, it's going up to the heavens. So a ritual, an invocation, and it's talking about prosperity. So the prayers of prosperity or for prosperity, okay? How interesting. But you do have to have boundaries. Boundaries. Oh. Boundaries and rules. For those that, again, it's talking about, remember the name of this tarot deck is called Witch's Wisdom. So it says a spell for manifestation. But you do have to have boundaries. So if I'm going to say it this way, for those of you that do not do magic, so be it. For those that do magic and have been bringing somebody to them via magic, just be forewarned, you know the reads, don't do it. But if you do it, okay, there's your karma. Don't be surprised if things become undone. We don't do that. However, if you've been praying, if we're using them interchangeably, if we've been praying for the manifestation of, let's say, a marriage, because that's what it is. Okay, the hand fasting represents a marriage. Then it's upon you. Something's going to happen to where you're going to have a marriage. And for those that don't want to get legally married, I always mention the Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell thing, because there's such a beautiful example of the fact that you don't have to legally tie a knot in order to tie a knot. You know, you don't have to be legally bound to someone if you don't want to be, because that, honestly, I'm going to say it this way, and I believe in both ways. I believe in legal marriage, but I also believe in a spiritual type of a marriage. Whereas, the reason I'm bringing this up, and again, it's only my opinion, but I'm giving voice to both, is that the legal marriage doesn't necessarily guarantee fidelity from your partner, lifelong happiness, and that they're going to stay with you for the rest of their lives. That just means you're legally bound to them and you have legal rights to their finances, to their property, or whatever. But newsflash, if you live together long enough, whether people realize this or not, you still got to go through the courts to divorce in most states. And you still, if you've been putting in on, let's say, a house, paying 50-50, or you both took out a car, or both took out a loan or credit cards, you still have binding things to you. So why do you have to have a legal binding necessarily? You don't. If you want to do it that way, that's wonderful. And if you don't, do it like Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, and you can still have a beautiful marriage. It's not any less of a marriage just because there's no legal paperwork to it. That's between you, Creator, and your partner. Anyway, that's the ending right there. So whoever's looking for a marriage is coming up. It might be a legal marriage is coming. It might be a spiritual marriage is coming. But it is a coming. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. And of course, for those that are happily married, then perhaps it is a reestablishment of your rituals. Maybe you're doing your rituals again, and if you are, congratulations. Maybe it's you're coming upon your next anniversary. Congratulations. That's wonderful. I always think that it's beautiful when the marriage is real, meaning it's not fake. Uh, it's not just for the outside to look in and go, oh, how wonderful. And then on the inside of the house, the marriage is not a marriage, it's a farce. But when people actually have a real marriage that you can look at and admire, not envy, but admire, oh, wow. That is such, for me, it gives hope that in the future, perhaps I can have a marriage like that, you know, and find my mate that will lend, yeah, people have their headlights on, lend a beautiful portion of themselves to me to connect to me for the rest of my life. And that would be beautiful, right? It's a give and a take in a marriage. Oh no, I missed a card. It's a give and a take. And you should still allow the person to be themselves. They should still allow you to be yourself. I didn't lock my car door, and I always do. That's extraordinary that I didn't. And, but, I should say, not and, I should say, but, you still, how does the saying goes? Love each other to the point of never wanting to be apart, right? Because you're bound, and you just love each other to the point to where that person is so happy when they're with you, and vice versa. You just, you know, you're apart long enough to go to work and do other things in life, but you always want to come back to each other, right? But the saying goes, allow enough space for one another to dance, right? So in other words, you allow them to have their friends, they allow you to have your friends, and they have their hobbies, you have your hobbies. You know, maybe your interests are knitting and they don't want to knit. Maybe those are sports and you don't want to do sports, whatever. You know, allowing each other to have enough space and air around you to dance. Have a good night. Love you guys.